INFJ woman, let's tell the truth no one else dares to say out loud. The world doesn't know what the hell to do with you. You're too soft for its sharp edges, too deep for its shallow games, too damn real in a culture addicted to masks. And because of that, you get misunderstood, dismissed, and sometimes treated like absolute shit. It's not because you're broken, it's because you're rare. And rarity terrifies people who live on the surface. You walk into a room and your energy feels like both a mirror and a magnifying glass. And not everyone is ready to see themselves that clearly. You've been called too much and not enough in the same breath. You've given your heart to people who only knew how to take. You've stayed quiet when your intuition screamed the truth. And still you rise. But here's the secret no one tells you. Being an INFJ woman is not a curse, it's a calling. And the very reasons you've been treated like shit are also the reasons you're powerful beyond measure. Tonight, we're going to walk through 8 truths, not sugar-coated, not polished, the raw, holy contradictions that define your path. And along the way, I'll ask you to share your own story in the comments. Not for me, but for the other INFJ souls who need to know they're not the only ones bleeding quietly in the dark. So grab a blanket, pour a drink, light a candle if you have to, and let's go there. 1. You are too deep for the surface-level world. Let's be real, you've never belonged in the shallow end. You don't do weather talk and empty chatter. You don't nod politely when your insides are screaming for something real. You crave marrow, the story under the scar, the confession hidden behind the smile, the raw edges people hide when they're afraid of being seen. And that's the thing about you, my NFJ friend, your presence is like a mirror. You walk into a room and suddenly people feel naked, exposed, because you're not fooled by the mask they've been wearing all damn day. You see through it, you always have. Some people find that magnetic, they're drawn to you because you feel like oxygen in a world of smoke, but others, they get nervous, they fidget, they pull away. They whisper that you're too intense, as if wanting to actually know someone is a crime. But let me tell you this, your depth is not a curse. It's a filter. It weeds out the ones who can't breathe where you swim. The ones who call you too much are often the ones who can't handle the gravity of real connection. Because here's the truth, only a few will ever dive with you, and that's okay. Because the ones who do, they'll never forget what it feels like to swim in waters that deep. My INFJ friend, has anyone ever told you that you were too much when all you were doing was showing up as your real, unfiltered self? If you feel safe, share your story in the comments. I'll be there with you. 2. Your empathy attracts emotional leeches. Your empathy is both your halo and your hell. You feel everything, not just your own emotions, but theirs. Their anger, their grief, their exhaustion, their silent screaming. It seeps into your skin like smoke through cracks in the walls. And because you are wired to heal, to soothe, to carry, you pick it up without hesitation. You've always been this way. Even as a child, you were the one comforting others, patching up wounds no one could see. It's who you are. But here's the shadow side. Not everyone deserves that kind of care, because some people, they don't want to heal. They don't want to change. They want a soft place to dump their pain, and you've been that soft place over and over again. They drain your light, sip by sip, until you're running on fumes, and then they call it love. The world might clap for you, call it kindness or selflessness, but you and I both know better. Sometimes it's not kindness. Sometimes it's slow suicide, a bleeding out disguised as compassion. And that, my NFJ friend, is the hardest truth to swallow. Not everyone who needs saving wants saving. Some just want your light while they sit in their darkness, and you can't carry both. Has there been a moment where you realized you were carrying someone else's wounds, while your own heart was bleeding unattended? If so, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Your story might be the mirror another INFJ desperately needs. 3. You are mysterious. That fascinates and frustrates people. You, my INFJ sister, are not an open book. You are a locked journal written in poetry, stitched together with metaphors and silence. And only a rare few ever earn the key. To some, that mystery is intoxicating. They lean closer, hungry for the glimpse behind the veil. You are a flame they can't quite touch, and the not knowing makes them ache for more. To others, though, your mystery is maddening. They don't know how to place you, can't figure you out, so they slap on labels: cold, distant, aloof, hard to read. But let's call that what it is: projection. People are unnerved by what they cannot categorize. And you, my friend, were never meant to be categorized. Your mystery is not a wall. It is a sanctuary. It's not distance. It's discernment. You are not hiding. You are protecting. Because not everyone deserves to stand at the altar of your sacred fire. And yet, here's where it gets heavy. Sometimes the whispers of those labels start echoing in your own mind. Maybe I'm too closed off. Maybe I'm too much. Maybe I'm not enough. That's not truth. That's your inner critic speaking. And damn if it isn't loud sometimes. This is why I wrote my book, Get Out of Your Head, available in paperback, Kindle, and audiobook here on Amazon. Because I know how easy it is for us INFJs to internalize the world's misunderstandings until they become chains. In the book, I take you deep into the roots of that inner critic, where it comes from, why it has so much power, and most importantly, how to silence it. Because your mystery isn't a flaw to fix, it's a gift to honor. Get your copy now, the link is in the description below. 4. Narcissists love your empathy. Let's call bullshit where it lives. Narcissists love INFJ women. Why? Because your empathy is their buffet. Your forgiveness, your patience, your hope, it's their playground. And you don't see it at first because you see their potential. But here's the hard medicine. Not every wounded person wants to heal. Some just want to feed, and you've been prey before. But now you know better. Tell me now, have you ever felt like someone used your empathy against you? Share what you learned, for sure, your wisdom might save another INFJ's heart. 5. Your love is deep and devoted. When you love, it's not halfway, it's not casual, it's sacred. You weave someone into your soul, and you don't walk away lightly. That kind of devotion is rare, but here's the danger. Not everyone is built to hold love that deep. Some will drown in it, some will waste it. Some will run from it, but the ones who can stand in it, they will be transformed by it. What's one way your love has changed someone's life, even if they didn't stay? Tell me, I'll honor your story. 6. The future vision that makes others feel hopeful. You don't just see people as they are. You see what they could become. You hold a vision of their future that's brighter than the one they hold for themselves. And when you share it, it lights them up. That's why people feel hope around you. That's why strangers spill their life story in the first 5 minutes. You carry the medicine of what could be. But remember, you are not responsible for carrying someone else to their future. You can light the path, but you cannot walk it for them. 7. Why INFJ women are betrayed by those closest to them. This one cuts deep. You give the most to the people you love: loyalty, devotion, sacrifice. And because you give so much, the knife of betrayal almost always comes from someone inside the circle, not outside. But betrayal is not proof that you loved wrong. It's proof that they couldn't match your depth. And though it shatters, it also refines you, because every betrayal teaches you to honor yourself more fiercely. Tell me, has betrayal ever cracked you open in a way that forced you to grow? If you're brave enough, share below. 8. Breaking the cycle, protecting your heart without killing it. Here's the paradox. You don't need to harden to protect yourself. You don't need to become cold to stay safe. The work is in boundaries, not barricades. In discernment, not detachment. Your heart is sacred fire. Don't smother it to stop the burns. Learn to tend it, feed it, and guard it. Because the world doesn't need a dimmed INFJ. It needs you lit the hell up. INFJ woman, listen to me closely. You are not too much. You are not too complicated. You are not broken. You are a rare flame, dangerous and beautiful, steady and untamed. The kind of fire that can warm an entire room or burn down the bullshit that tries to keep you small. Yes, you've been misunderstood. Yes, you've been mislabeled. And yes, you've been betrayed by those who could not hold the weight of your depth. But none of that defines you. What defines you is this: you keep rising, you keep loving. You keep carrying a light that this shallow world doesn't even know how to name. So let me tell you the truth, warrior to warrior, your energy is holy. It's the fire that lights the unseen world, the silent medicine that heals hearts you'll never even know you touched. If this spoke to your bones, do three things. 1. Drop one word in the comments that captures your INFJ energy tonight. I'll be reading and replying to you. 2. Share this with another deep soul who needs this reminder. 3. Subscribe, because we're not done yet. These raw, late-night confessions are just the beginning. You are rare. You are layered. You are INFJ. And you? You're the kind of miracle this world wasn't ready for, but damn, does it need you.